Make a date with Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei at 6 a.m. from Monday to Saturday on Graphic Online via Facebook and YouTube as he expounds on matters of faith. Graphic Online, truth and accuracy every day.
Hello, this is Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei of Living Streams International, bringing you matters of faith with Graphic Online. I'd like to capture my thought this morning with the words, haunting prophet. Haunting, prophet that haunts you. Like a ghost that keeps surfacing at inconvenient places. Prophet that makes you shy. Prophet that makes you a haunting prophet. In Genesis chapter 14, Lot has been captured. Abraham runs to the rescue of Lot, and he redeems Lot. And the kings of Sodom and Gomorrah, he rescues everybody. He defeats the princes who had come to raid the place. He takes them on and he defeats them. And in defeating them, the Bible said all the spoils of war were there. And he rescued Lot. And then something happens in Genesis 14 that just blew my mind. That is in Genesis 14, 21 to 24. The kings of Sodom came and said to Abraham, you know, you've rescued us. You give us the people and take all the goods. You deserve it. You have also been to war. These are spoils of war. Take the spoils of war. Then Abraham made a statement. He said, I have lifted up my hands unto God. My hands are raised. It is God who is going to give me. My hands are raised. I'm expecting something from God. My hands are raised in supplication and dependence upon God. And Abraham said, I will not take a dime from you. I'm not taking anything from you. Except this, that give this to my servants who want to fight. Give them something to eat. But I am not taking anything from you. And the reason why Abraham refused the spoils of war from the hands of the king of Sodom, he said, lest when I come into my own, when I come into what God wants to do for me, you should be walking around and saying, oh, we have made Abraham rich. We have made Abraham rich. So you're going to take credit for my blessings in the future. You're going to take credit for with what the little that you do. Sometimes not every door is an open door. Sometimes even though there's no food in your mouth, you must refuse to eat in some places, not because of anything, but because so that no one will stand anywhere and begin to ascribe their handiworks in God's blessing for you. God doesn't need their hand. If God wants to bless you, he's going to bless you. And guess what? There are people that may this thing for the rest of your life, they will haunt you with it. And they'll make your life miserable. They will tell everybody, if you wear the shirt they bought for you, when you pass, they say, oh, I bought the shirt. When a lady comes and says, oh, you're wearing a nice shirt, you come and say, oh, he's wearing, oh, I bought it for him. The blessing they're going to give to you is going to be a haunting blessing. They're going to use it to humiliate you, and they will use it to denigrate your blessing and to denigrate the blessing of God and the moves of God in your life as if they are responsible for it. Abraham said, I don't want you to take credit for my future blessing. Take your thing, go. I don't want you to take credit for it. Many years ago, a young man told me something that blew my mind. He said he was offered something by a very great man, and he said, I don't want it. The great man was alarmed and said, I'm giving it to you. He said, I don't want it. And I asked him, why do you refuse? He said, something in me said, refuse it. Many years later, they were sitting somewhere where the great man was saying, I did this for this person, I did this for that, I did that for that person. And then when he got to him, he said, The young man was waiting to say yes. He said, He realized that he cannot brag with that young man's blessing. He could not brag with it. There are people, if they sow seeds into your future, they will keep reminding you, harassing you, and make your life miserable for you. Watch out. Abraham said, these sons that I've raised is dependent upon God. These sons that I've raised will be filled by God's blessing. These sons that are raised in supplication, and God has made promises, and you keep those promises. These things that you're offering, I'm going to get more and bigger and better than that. God can do something bigger. Don't run after things that in the final analysis they will haunt you. Don't do that. Well, the choices Always yours. See you later.